To answer Peter's questions, man, like he says, options get you paid to wait on your price. Same thing with stocks, man. Like I don't think stocks and options are any different. Some people they think stocks are risky. They think that with stocks, it's this huge gamble, and they hear so many misconceptions and lies about stocks. Like they think stocks are risky. It just depends on where you buy it at, and that's the kicker with stocks. That's actually the game with stocks. Like you don't want to buy a stock when just at any time. You know what I mean? Because that's dangerous. You want to ideally buy a stock at its lowest and sell at its highest. Sell high and buy low. You're basically invested in like what everybody else wants to be invested in, like on hype, but you're trying to beat the hype. See, that's the game with stocks. Like you're trying not just to beat the sell price and find a great sell price. You want to know not just how the market moves, you want to know how people think and what people are going to be invested in. Yeah, so that's the game with investing, man. You're always trying to buy stuff at a reasonable price, not at an awful price. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Uplift Beyond 9 to 5 with Sean Christopher Jenkins. I'm Sean Christopher Jenkins, and you're also probably tuning in from my other YouTube channel, my ministerial page, Uplift Past Crossroads. Right, I've been having that channel since 2018. I got over 715 videos on that channel. So please subscribe to both YouTube channels, and after you subscribe, click the bell so you're notified anytime I upload another video. And please go ahead and like this video. That's all I ask for. I'm about to give you guys financial advice, how to invest in stocks, how to be debt free from having a passive income coming in from making so much money and generating so much money from stocks. So that's my goal with this channel, to help y'all break from the system and have the freedom that you truly desire, that you can get and obtain by getting your money right. You can get your money right through stocks. So this is why we're here. All right. So you guys know this is my 5th video talking about a question that somebody asked me on this video. So you guys should totally check it out. It's titled "Biggest Mistake Stock Investors Make" Part 2. All right. So obviously there's a part 1, and Peter commented this amazing question on that video, and I've been doing countless videos on his question that he asked on social media. So if you guys have a question, you can go ahead and ask it. You can ask it on the video of where you're watching from, or any of the videos that you watch, or you can ask on my social media platforms, and I'll get to the question. Okay, but let's go ahead and get to today's while we're here. All right, so we're going to tackle Peter's question about that he had pertaining to the video that I did and something I said. All right, so let's get to it. So Peter's question reads, love the passion on investing, and he loves how I weed a bit of religion on the video on investing. But you also made a statement paraphrasing that you didn't care about how a company made money as long as you can invest into it and make money as well. Isn't that a touch suspect to people trying to follow Jesus's example? I mean, I don't think the disciples would have invested money into a company making money from the Romans because they wanted to do good with the profits. Anyway, just food for thought. I'm not making any judgment calls. It's just a subject I'm dealing with in my own walk. 1 John 2:15 really should make everyone examine themselves and their own motivations, even in an investing world. One strategy I use with investing is selling options on a company I like and want to buy. Selling a cash secured put option on that company gets you paid while you wait on your price you like to buy. It's just what has worked for me. I just do not want to buy a stock at market prices. I like a discount/sale price to buy a great company. Options get you paid to wait on your price. Anyway, all the best. Bless you. And God bless you, Peter. I love your question so much. I don't know if you could tell. And then, I told you on this rock, I'm going to build this ministry, right? So you're the rock, Peter, and I'm building my ministry, talking about stocks on your question. So, guys, if you got a question, go ahead and ask, all right? Don't be scared, all right? So, Peter, man, I want to hone in on that last part that you said right here. You talked about how, one strategy I use with investing is selling options on a company I like and want to buy. So I told you I really want you to come on this channel and talk about options and educate us about options. I know a little bit about options, right? But like it's just the follow through now, like actually doing it. Like how does that actually work, right? Because I know, for example, the stocks I'm invested in, I know how they're going to move, right? So this is why I should do options, because I know Elf Beauty will one day go to $200 again. It's either in the next year, the next year and a half, or it could be in the next 6 months. Who knows? But I know for sure Elf Beauty will be going to $200, right? And there's a potential it may go back to $50 in the next you know, 2 months, 3 months, just depending on if the economy does bad, there's controversy or war, if something bad happens in the economy. So, like, you see what I'm saying? So I could tell what's going to happen with my stocks that I'm invested in, and I've been invested in for years, right? Same thing for like Tesla stock. I always talk about that one. I love Tesla, honestly. I love Facebook. So Facebook's going to be from the $500, $700 range. It may go to 1,500 finally and make that breakthrough, but it's just a matter of everything. All the dots have to align, stars have to align. But the thing is, with options is like there's a fee for the longer you're in an option. So you remember I said I think Elf Beauty is going $250. Like, how long will that take? Right? So how much money will I have to spend on fees and stuff holding that option? So that's my question. Same thing with a SoFi. I know SoFi is going to $80. How long do I have to wait until it goes to that? Like, but I would also use options as a hedge, to hedge my account. So like with all my investments in the stock market, they're all buys. So I'm betting that these stocks are going to go up, but I do want to have a hedge, which just means a counterfeit. So if these stocks go down at the time of me holding them while they're going up, I can make money while they go down too, and then put that money back in these stocks or in other hedges. So like betting that, for example, let me use a good one. AMD is gonna go down. It may go down to $300 eventually. I don't know when, but it's a potential, right? So like that's a hedge because I know for sure AMD is probably gonna go to 1,000. Like so it's just it's not even a bet or a gamble when you know how stocks move and how they react to the economy, and if the business is thriving, they're doing what they should be doing with earnings and just growing the business and stuff like that, then it should go in that direction. So yeah, so I like how you said you do options because like we've been saying on this channel, there's many ways to invest your money. There's not just one way to invest your money. So just because somebody says that you can make money through stocks or options or mutual funds or ETFs, like that don't mean we need to limit ourselves to just doing it that way. Like there's multiple ways we can make money, but you may not like doing the multiple ways. Like I know Warren Buffett, I think he only does stocks. I wouldn't be surprised he does real estate or something, but he focused on stocks. Like so you can focus on stocks too. You don't have to do everything, right? And then when you master something, you just keep on doing that. So Peter said he does options. That's great, but so for me, I want to do options and stocks. They're the same thing to me. I don't know the fine line and the intricacies and complexities of options. Like like if I actually did it and made money, like a buku of money from it, like and actually know it. You know what I'm saying? Like I know stocks. So yeah, Peter says selling a cash secure put option on that company gets you paid while you wait on your price you like to buy. Same thing with stocks though. Like I don't think stocks and options are any different because at the end of the day, you're betting on and saying that a stock's gonna do something, right? Whether you buy a stock outright or whether you do a put option or whatever it's called, the other option. I forgot what it's called, sell option. I don't know what it's called, put option or something. Um, so yeah, like let me keep on reading what he said. I just do not want to buy stock at market prices. And I get that. Some people they think stocks are risky. They think that, with stocks like, it's this huge gamble. And they hear so many misconceptions and lies about stocks. Like Dave Ramsey, I'm gonna say some of the stuff that he says about mutual funds. I mean, that he says about stocks. Like he doesn't believe in it at all. Like he thinks it's real risky. And it's not. It just depends on where you buy it at. And that's the kicker with stocks. So like with Peter with his statement, he said he likes to buy stocks basically on discount for sell price. Well, he likes to buy great companies on discount and sell price. And you could do that in the stock market. That's actually the game with stocks. Like you don't want to buy a stock when just at any time, you know what I mean? Because that's dangerous, right? You want to ideally buy a stock at its lowest and sell at its highest, right? Buy high, I mean not buy high and not sell low, right? You want to sell high and buy low. Like that's the kicker. You hear all those things, but you don't know what that is until you master a stock, and you master stocks, and you master the market and how the market reacts to different things that go on in the world, and controversies and news, like, because that's how the world's driven, through news and media. And in order to do that, you got to be really in tune and be studying. And for me, I just watch countless YouTube videos on, like, Yahoo Finance or Wall Street Journal. You just listening to stuff, and just trying to see how everybody's thinking, how the economy is reacting to different things that's going on. Like, for example, what happened with Noah Wells? Like, how will the economy and the stock market react to that? So it can react to anything, and you just don't know what that is. So going back to my stocks, because it's just a good example. Again, Peter said he wants to find deals in the market, and those deals are there in the market when it comes to stocks, and I'm gonna show you, right, in discounts, right? So that's what you're looking for, right? So for example, a discount right now is SoFi stock. So you guys can see, as of yesterday, July 8th, 2026, the market's about to open, because today's Thursday, July 9th, but it's 7:46 a.m. when I'm doing this video, right? But as of yesterday, since the market closed, my stock portfolio is at $94,000, right? I'm up $10,000, okay? And so right now, what's on a discount is Elf Beauty at $70, SoFi stock at $17 right now a share. So, like I told you, the high that SoFi stock, the all-time high is around $32, right? $32.73. It's right here. You can't see it. Let me make it bigger so you guys can see it. So that's actually the market high for SoFi stock right here. AMD, the high is $584, right, in the past 52 weeks, and actually all time, right? And so right now you could buy AMD for $500, or $517, which is not a discount, right? So that's how you look at stocks. Like, you can look at the 52 weeks highs and see, is it a discount or not? So most of mine, if not all of them, are on discount, except for AMD, because AMD it had its run, and it's been running still. So I've been selling out of it little by little. That's why you only see 12 shares in AMD right now for me, right? I made probably at least, like, all time since 2020, around $65,000 from AMD, but I put like about $35,000 in it, maybe, like something like that. So I made a big return on it. You know what I mean? So same thing with, but going back to your conversation, like, you like to buy stuff on discount and sales price. You can do that with stocks, right? Like, SoFi's my baby. Like, if you see it anywhere in the teens, you need to be buying it, even in the 20s, because, like I said, it's going to $45. That's a discount, right? To me, that's a discount, right? Netflix, that's $70. Like, the high that Netflix been on since its stock split, because it was at $1,200 a share. But because it did a stock split, which means it can mean for every one share, when they do a stock split, it turns into 10 shares. And instead of the stock price being $1,200 or $1,500, it goes to being $70 or $120. Well, basically $100, right? So and then it moves based on the economy and stuff like that. So now it's at $75 after its stock split, which it was at $125 or something like that after the stock split, 128 from what we're seeing right here, somewhere around there. So Netflix is a steal deal right now too at $70. Like, it's going to go back to 120. That's for sure. It's Netflix, right? But will it go past that? I think it will. And I don't think it's going to go back to $1,000, but I think it'll go to, $250 at the max, maybe 300. It could have a run, because people are fickle. Like, their emotions go everywhere, and you're basically invested in, like, what everybody else wants to be invested in, like, on hype. But you're trying to beat the hype. See, that's the game with stocks. Like, you're trying not just to beat the sell price and find a great sell price. You want to know not just how the market moves. You want to know how people think and what people are going to be invested in. I'm telling you right now, I'm invested in Celsius Holdings, man. That's a stock everybody is gonna love. Like, I don't know if you heard of Celsius before, but Celsius Holdings, but they do energy drinks like Monster Energy from when I was a kid, right? And this brand is crazy. Like, I think it's organic drink. I don't know what it is. I got to do more research on it, but man, it tastes good. I had it before. It's amazing, and I've been seeing commercials on it like crazy. So that's the stuff I'm investing in, like on hype commercials. Like, the company has so much money coming in and generating so much money, they're not in any debt that they splurge their money to on advertising. So the Celsius Holdings been working with the NFL, marketing themselves with NFL players like Travis Hunter on commercials. You probably seen it. So man, Celsius Holdings, man, $30. I have never seen it at 30. I have never seen it at $27, which is it's low, 52-week low. So I actually been buying it up ever since then. So I have $18,000 in it, and my average share price is $33.26. So like, if I was working, I would still be buying it right now because it's on such a discount, right? Same thing for Nike. Nike hasn't been that low since Michael Jordan played on the Washington Wizards in 2023, 2022. Like, Nike is super low, bro. So like, I've been buying up Nike stock, man, at $40, bro. My average share price is sadly $52.17, which you see right here. But I've been buying it on discount $40 because I can tell you now. Look, it says the 52-week high is $80, but the highest Nike stock's been is like at least at the minimum, at least $200 at the minimum. The average share price. Yep. We're about to say something crazy. Okay, it says $177 here. But that's Nike, man. Come on, Nike. And so when I'm investing in stocks, I'm actually looking for monopolies. I'm looking for stocks that's gonna stocks that buy up everything, that they're the best in the world at what they do. Like, they have no competition. Like, who's better than Nike at what they do? Like, if you're gonna buy a shoe, who you going with? If you're an athlete, what shoes and compression shorts you going with? Under Armour. Nike. You're not gonna go with Under Armour and Adidas and New Balance. Like, Skechers, Puma. Stop. You're gonna go with Nike. And then also Nike's a monopoly because NBA players. Like, you look at anybody, it's an Illuminati thing. Like, if you are conspiracy theory person and stuff like that, they say like all the top basketball players in the NBA, the ones that they market the most, they're all Nike athletes. Like, if you look at anybody you're not even in the top 75, but in the top 10, that they really make the face of the league. Like, they're all Nike players. Like, so yeah. And if you're not Nike, they don't rock with you like that. Like, Jaylen Brown's a good example. He's not marketed it like other players that are Nike players. Like, so, and they take care of Nike players. But that's beside the point. But like, yeah, Peter, man, let me make sure I hit your question, man, because like, I just want to like, address that. Like, you can buy. That's the game with stocks, man. You're buying stuff on a discount and at a sell price of a company. Because let me paint this picture as well. Like, when you're buying a stock, like, you want to buy it at a price to where it's so beaten down, so low that it's impossible for anything to happen. I mean, anything. Like for COVID to happen again, the great housing crisis in 2008 and 2009, like when the stock market crashed, or the Great Depression, like when something like that happened so drastically, like, you want to be in a stock and get in on a stock where it's at those prices, that kind of discount prices. Because you get in at those prices, it's really hard for anything else to happen in the world and for that stock to plummet even more because it's already beaten down so much. So that's what you're looking for. Warren Buffett says it all the time. Buy when everybody's fearful. So be greedy when everybody's fearful, but be fearful when everybody's greedy. So you never get in on a stock on AMD, for example, right now. AMD's at $500. Like, yeah, you can get in right now because it has so much room to grow. It has never done what Nvidia's done, and it may. It has good potential to go to $1,200 and then do a stock split, go back to $100, and then you get every one share you have at AMD, you get 10 more shares, right? So yeah, so that's the game with investing, man. You're always trying to buy stuff at a reasonable price, not at an awful price. Like, Tesla's at $400. That's a bad price to get in at right now, unless you're a long-term investor. Like, with anything I'm saying, unless you're a long-term investor, you're going to be in that stock for 10 years. That's different. Then you can buy in at any time. But if you're just looking for money in the next year, 6 months, like me, like, you want to find and get in on stocks to where they're beaten down so much that they're gonna run so quick when just the stars align. I'm gonna just say that saying, like when the business and the earnings are coming with good numbers, and they're not in any debt. They're just the business just continually thriving and innovating, and then the economy is doing great. No bad news. Like other stocks are doing great, and then the whole stock market going up. Then that stock gonna shoot up. You know what I'm saying? Because people are fickle like that. People want to go with the winners and invest in what the winners are invested in. That's how the market works. So, like, to answer Peter's questions, man, like he says, options get you paid to wait on your price. Same thing with stocks, man. Like, I don't think stocks and options are any different, which is why we need to talk, Peter. We need to talk, man. So I pray you enjoyed this video. I pray you all enjoyed this video, guys. You know what to do. All right, I'm working really hard for you guys, man. Like, you see how thoroughly I answered Peter's question. So if you guys enjoyed me doing that, can y'all please click the like button? Please click the like button. Go to all my social media platforms. I work hard on all of them to motivate you, to preach God's word, to give you hope, through, Uplift past Crossroads, the YouTube channel name, Uplift Beyond 95. So so retweet, like all my stuff, but especially like this video and leave a comment if you want me to answer any of your questions that you have. And then also Uplift Beyond 95, subscribe to the YouTube channel. After you subscribe, click the bell and then select all so you're notified anytime we upload another video or do anything on here. Same thing with Upload Past Crossroads. You want to see my sermons, Bible studies, see me do videos with some of my colleagues in the ministry and stuff like that, and see my wife and my children, see the videos on us and our family. You can go to this YouTube channel. It's real creative. I do a lot of stuff on there. Then also, I'm on Facebook as well, Uplift Beyond 95, and then also I have a TikTok, Uplift Beyond 95, so follow those. But I pray you guys enjoyed the video. I'll talk to you guys later. All right. I pray you keep on uplifting beyond the status quo, right? And you get to live in the freedom and the purpose that God originally created human beings to live in. All right. Talk to you guys later. Peace out.